If the United States wants to remain a very influential player in the world, as it has been, it needs to harness more resources than just what the government has. It needs to dig deep into that bench. It needs to recruit NGOs and companies to be much more active in a collective American foreign policy. American society is far greater than the American state, and that's what we need to realize when we globalize our foreign policy. We need to redesign how we run the world. Notions of American dominance, of UN multilateralism, or of global democracy, these are all hopelessly naive ideas. The world is far too complex to run the world through silver bullet kinds of solutions. And the key word there is running. Running isn't just about crisis management. It's about a system and a process. Right now we have a bad process, so we have bad outcomes. We need a new diplomatic system that includes all of the players, not only the United States, but also other powers, but also cities and companies and NGOs, all of those powerful and resourceful actors that are out there that can contribute to global solutions. In the Middle Ages, 1,000 years ago, China, India, the Arab Islamic world, Europe, they were all discrete systems. They all called their own shots. No one was superior to the others. That really characterizes the world as it is today. But we haven't lived in a world like that for almost 1,000 years. At the same time, it was in the Middle Ages when cities, NGOs, universities, these other actors that I mentioned before, were really very prominent. And so that's a much more apt description of the complex, multi-layered sort of world that we live in today. It's interesting because the Middle Ages are often viewed as the Dark Ages, but in fact, the Middle Ages eventually, after hundreds of years, culminated in the Renaissance. And so that's the reason why people can have hope that the new Middle Ages that we're in today can have a bright future. But what it hinges on is what I call this mega diplomacy, harnessing those resources of the public sector, the private sector, the nonprofit sector, bringing them together to solve the many problems that we face today. Otherwise, we could remain in the Dark Ages for a very long time.